And the thing what we are going to do is to bring as many shops we can in this concept. And you will get paid for that. You will buy your own license in your shop, and this is you. And you will set up your own chain of shops. And this is an example. Who of you knows his hairdresser or haircutter? You know him or her, or not? Who of you know a restaurant where he's going to eat together with his family? You know that guy or that lady. So, do you think that it's possible that you can go to your town and you sign up just 6 different shops? Is this possible? Yeah. Look what happened. Just 6 shops. You have a baker, you have a butcher, you have a restaurant, you have a flower shop, and everybody buys our concept or gets free, and he gives out his cards. 500 customers or app, or 1,000 or 800 or 200, it doesn't matter. But this is an average. If you have just 6 shops, you have 6,000 customers in your system, am I right? And you get paid about those 6,000 customers every transaction. One time in your life, you give your energy to sign up 6 little contracts. It takes you 30 minutes to get in, to make that contract, 30 minutes. It's much easier selling an insurance, it's much easier selling a vacuum cleaner, it's much easier to selling an alarm system. It's very easy. But you have 6,000 customers. Look what happened. If a customer make a turnover of 100 euro a month, so it's just one time is going to get on a gas station, you will get approximately 1%, is 1 euro, commission of one card. Do you think that one card can make a turnover of 100 euros a month? Go to the baker, go to the butcher, go to the hairdresser, tanks, right? With 1 euro. With one card, it's not interested, 1 euro. But you have 6,000 cards in your system. Times 1 euro, it's 6,000 euros a month. It's a residual or a passive income. You work 1 time to build up 6 shops, and then you still rest and you get your money paid. Sometimes it's 4,300 euros, sometimes it's 7,000, with Christmas it's 9,000, in the vacation time and holiday time it's 3,000, but all those cards, when they make a transaction, you will be paid by Flexkom. It's so easy to understand. And if you say, okay, this is one point, when you buy a license, you get your right to build up your customers because of your shops, and you should be buying a global team member license. I will explain. But the second thing what we are giving to you when you're a global team member is that you can build also different areas. It's not there where you live, but you can also build up different areas. You can do it personally. You can switch from here and go to London and sign up a shop. You can do it, but it's tough to do that. But it's much smarter to say, I'm going to build up a team in London who is going to build his shops. But you will also be paid of the turnover of those cards of the team you created. And this is massive. Look what I'm going to tell you. If you have just 6 team members in 6 different areas, or in the same area where you live when it's big, when you live in a town with 300,000 population, it's too big to build up by one person. Then you give away those licenses, sell those licenses to a team, and you get paid on that. Just an example, you have got 6 team members, and they build up every 10 shops. You have with that team of just 6 people, 60 shops. And they get again, in average 1,000 cards, you get again 60,000 cards. You are not getting 1 euro as before, because you are dividing this with your team, but you're getting, for example, 20 cents. It's not much money, 20 cents per 100 euros for 1 month. But if you get 60,000 times 20 cents, it will be 12,000 euros a month. Which of you is making monthly and is working for a boss and getting more than 12,000 pounds a month? Okay. I don't know how much you're making, but how much you will make when you have got your university finished and you're working 30 years in a company, how much money you will get in average monthly? 5,000? Okay. I've also finished the university. If I knew that Flexkom was coming, I was not going to cry 4 years in that university. Because it's much easier to get 12,000 by building up a team of 6 personnel with 10 shops. And I read somewhere that 90% of the rich people never studied on a university. And I know why. Because if you studied on a university, you will get in a company and you will get a name, a position, and you never ever switch from that position. And all those who are rich, they build up their business. Because they didn't study, and they didn't have anything to lose. And he said, I'm going to do this. And it doesn't work. And he started again, it doesn't work. And then it works. And then they have millions and billions. So, to be rich is not to go to school. You can go to school. But you must find a system what is working for you. Because now you're working for a system. Create your own system who's working for you. Because then you can make money. 20 cents is nothing. But if you have built up your system with 60,000 customers and you get 20 cents, you will get 12,000 euros. So don't forget this what I'm telling you. You're working for a system. Create your own system what is going to work for you. And this is so easy. And to do that, we have limited licenses. I explained to you before, we cannot sell 500,000 licenses in UK. We will not do that. Because it will kill our business. We will sell limited licenses to those people what we think that we can work. And everything is starting by a small investment of 149 euros to get your e-business standard, and you can work by creating customers in the future with the app. You can do it. You don't have to build up a group, nothing, you cannot build up a group, but if you say, I want to increase my turnover, then you can have the possibility to choose out of 3 business packs, your products that you're buying. Yes? I'm not talking a lot of those things, but those 2, you get 5% here, 10% here, 15% here, and 20% here. That's about your customers. If you have 100,000 personal customers built up by the shops, you will get here 5% and there 20% times 4, so it's much difference. But the most important thing, the difference is that only the global team member can build up globally, worldwide, and can build his own shop chain. All the others are going to work just online. By Flexcall, by Flex Hotel, by Flex Holiday, by Flex... It's only the online platform. If you want to create a massive momentum by putting the shops in your system, then you have to invest for a global team member. And then you will invest your money for the 2 days training, for your hardware, your software, your license, etc. It's all in that package. And the license, when we start phase 3, so we are starting with a huge explanation about booming the shop. Then the license we are going to sell for 2,490 euros. And I'm sure if I'm going to sell that license for 10,000 euros, I will sell. People will pay 10,000 euros. They will get that license, make a simple 3, 4, 5, 6 shops, and they will earn this money monthly. But what we are going to do now is we are building up the phase 1, and now comes the phase 2. In the meantime, that will in the end, we have not the price of 2,490, but we will have the 1,490. When the increasing is coming of the price, I don't know. It's below the market. So it can happen that we can say, guys, in 2 weeks we are starting in the UK with a phase 2 and a phase 3, and we are increasing this price. When it will happen, it belongs to you in the market. When Ian and I we speak and we said, Ian, we have got enough people and we can start with the next phase, then the prices will go up. So when you want to enter this concept, just think about you're buying now the same structure and the same things what you have for 1,490. Don't forget that. The 149, I think that we will go in 1 week, we will switch to the hauling. then the price will be 199. So the increasing is coming too also. So be informed, not to say, I was on a meeting and I waited now 2 weeks, I want to enter Flexkom business, and what's the new price? Oh, it's 2,490. Why you didn't tell me? I'm telling you now, okay? And once when you have your license, then you can do what you want to do. You can build up a team, and you can build up customers, and in the future you can build up shops, or you can do all together. It's not about our compensation plan, it's not about your turnover, because you're not making turnover. The turnover is done by the shops. This is the first concept, what is not being hit on turnover. No, we want you to build a team where you live. This is our goal. If you live there where you live now, and you build up a team of just 3 persons, then you will get the marketing manager position and you will get 10% commission on your growth. If you help those 3 and you build up a team of 3 times 3, 9, plus 3 is 12, and plus yourself is 13, then you will switch to the sales manager position. This is a team of 3. No, this is a team of 1, 3, 39, 200, I'm sorry. 1, 3, 13, 39, 200, 1,000. It's just team. Ian is building up a team. He's not interested in getting much turnover. It's not his business. The turnover will come through the shops. And when you're going higher in the marketing plan, you get more commission, you will get your car plan. In Europe, we have got partners who's got now their brand new Mercedes, the C-Class they have, the S-Class they have, etc. We are going to pay those cars because you can travel those cars. We will have a national country bonus. This means if you're sitting there and he's making turnover, you will get a part of his turnover because it's a country turnover. 1%, 2%, 3%, and it's a huge amount. We have seen in Turkey that at the end of the year, they get more than 450,000 Turkish liras. It's a value, it's just the half, but it's what you can buy, it's 450,000 pounds, what you buy here in the UK. It's nice money when you can see that at the end of the year, you get 450,000 pounds because of somebody made turnover. Okay? So the whole marketing plan, the compensation plan, you should understand this. When you build up your team where you live, this is the thing what we want you to do. Because it will not work if you're alone in a city of 100,000 people and you will get the machine and you give this machine to one shop in those 10. The baker will get this, he will give out 500 cards. Where the customers can go with those cards in those cities where there's just one machine? Nowhere. They come just to the baker. What will the baker say after 1 minute? He said, I didn't get new customers, I didn't get new turnover, it was just my customers. He will say, where are all those other shops? I said, there are no other shops, it's just you. And he will say, okay, take that machine away. It will not work. Now we do different. We have got 60 people here. When those 60, when we start with the first, and he will create a team, and we will have 60 people in the same city where I'm talking. And we said, okay, youngs, we are not starting the shop. When we have reached the 60, we're starting the shops. And then in one day, we start shops. And every one of those 60, they have got 3 shops ready. In 1 week, 60 times 3, we have got 180 machines. Will it work? Yeah. Of course. Yeah? So this is the biggest mistake with all the other companies, they don't understand. And that's the reason that we want you to build up the team in the beginning. Yes? And then you will see what's going to happen. We have got 12 rewards. You can make from your franchise, it's not a franchise, but from your own business, you can make 12 different incomes. I'm not going to tell you all those things, but it's starting by your personal customer, your team, your power bonus, and your millionaire bonus, and your shareholder program. You can be a shareholder of Flexkom. And when you get 1%, and when this company is 10 billion worth, your 1% will be 50 million euros in worth for you. So, and it will be happening in 3-4 years. This company will not go 50 years to build up. We will build in 5 years what we want to build up, okay? And this is the 3 steps. What we're doing now in phase 1, we're building up the team in those cities. Then we will start very soon with phase 2, with creating the customers, and then we will start the shops. When you don't do this, the system will not work. All those cashbacks who try to do what we do, and they didn't date phase 1 and phase 2, they will not succeed. They didn't do it. Then we have a special position for those people who get the sales director position as first. They will get a regional coordinator commission. This means 5% beside of your commission of all the cards in that region. And that's huge money. Regional. Ask your people who invited you what kind of thing is regional. I will talk about it. We have a team builder bonus. In the first 30 days, you can get your investment back in just 30 days. It's a special bonus. We have a power bonus for the first 120 days. If you're very fast, you can get in 120 days, totally, 63,000 euros plus the Porsche Panamera. We will pay this for you. We will go to the Porsche, and you will choose your color, and we will pay it, and you will drive away. It's just for those very fast people. And we have a millionaire's bonus. It's $1 million cash commission and 1% shares. And what do you think, what is this? This is the budget what Coca-Cola spends for making advertisement on a television for millions and millions. We don't do that. It doesn't work for us. The same money we are spending for advertisement, but it's all you, because you are the advertisement persons who are going to bring this company on the market. So this is not money what we are throwing away. Like every classical company, we have a percentage what we are spending on advertisement, but it's incentives. It's the same way. So when you want to understand this, in the second part I'm going to explain this more. The vision, what Randy Gage told us before we get information, is this. We want to have the e-commerce, the m-commerce, the social commerce, and the dual commerce, and all those things in the chain what we've built by ourselves. In the hardware what is from ourselves. We don't use anybody else. It's own standard. We put everything in one app, and our goal is to be the biggest company in the world. Our goal is not to beat the biggest multi-level marketing company in the world. The biggest multi-level marketing company in the world, it's a cosmetic company, and the ladies know those companies very well, and they are more than 40 years on this world, and the turnover is 12 billion euro yearly. 12 billion. It's this. Walmart is a supermarket, is making 150 billion. Shell is making 586 billion. Our goal is not to hit that 12 billion. It looks much, but it is not much. Our goal is to hit one of the biggest 10 companies in the world. This is what we want to do. And this is what we want to establish in the next 5 years. We want to enter 50 countries, and we can do that. And in every country, we want 5,000 coordinators who have 2 shops and 1,000 cards. It's 500 million customers. This is what we want. And when we put on the app system, the speed will be much higher than what we can think. And if every card or app makes a turnover of 50 euros a month, what is nothing, then the turnover of 500 million cards will be yearly 300 billion euros. So the 12 billion of the biggest MLM company, it's not our goal. We want to be between the 10 biggest companies. It's between 120 billion and 586 billion. We want to be there. And our goal is much higher as there. Because this is possible when we have 50 countries and 5,000 per country. What do you think? Is it possible that we can do the same as what Amway did to reach not 50 countries, but to reach 150 countries? Is this possible?
Yeah.
Not to reach 5,000 agents, but 10,000. Not to have 2 shops, but to have 4 shops per person. Not to have 50 euros spending, but 100 euros spending. If you calculate this, if you double everything what I told you, we will be 5 times bigger as the biggest company in the world is Shell. This is what we want to do. And we are exactly in a timing, and I will show you in the second part why this timing is okay. If we did this 10 years ago, it wouldn't work. Genghis tried to do this in Germany, it didn't work for many years ago. If we're going to do this in 10 years, we are too late. It's just now. The timing for Flexkom is just now. And we wait up, so we were very, very happy. From those 500 million customers, how many you want to have in your system?
Them all.
One? And I'm sure in 2-3 years, you will get connected to Flexkom. If you don't do the business, no problem, because the selection of 20 and 80, it's nature, it's normal. But you will get someday in a shop, and the lady in the shop will say, do you have a Flexkom card? You see, Flexkom, I heard this before. In the future, you will get your card as a customer, I'm sure. But how many customers you will have in your structure? If you start today your own business for an amount of 1,600 euros, you spend this one, and you get all the things what you have to do. And the only thing what you have to do is spending 1,600 euros. Even if you sign up 3 shops, no structure building, no group, nothing. Just 3 shops. Is this possible? Do you think that everybody can build up 3 shops? It's 3,000 cards. If you have 50 cents, not €1, but just 50 cents, 3 shops, 3,000 cards, 50 cents brings you monthly 1,500 euros. Your investment is 1 times 1,635. And the first month you get 1,500. The second 1,500. The third month 1,500. What do you have in 1 year? 18,000 euros. Your investment, that's the reason that I'm telling you, in a couple of months when I say your license is 15,000 euros, we will sign up the same amount of people. Nobody will say, okay, no, it's not a problem. Because it's a selection. We will get less people, but we will have good people when it's 15,000 euros. So your investment of 1,600 euros is an investment for the making a shop, and you are earning money. There are companies who are asking $4,000 to reach a level to selling nutritions for your weight. You all know this company, it's a very good company. You invest $4,000, you get your products, you sell your products, but you don't have customers. What happens the next month? What is your income out of that system if you don't have customers? Nothing. If you have built a small group and the group is leaving to another company, what is your income? It's nothing. I did that 20 years, 23 years. I had 1.5 million customers. When I had the chance to have Flexkom, and I had 1,500,000 customer cards in my system, and I was earning just 50 cents a month, I was not standing here because I had 750,000 euros monthly passive income. I was now in Miami with another trouser is what I have now. 750,000 a month. So the biggest difference between product network, and I'm not saying it's negative product network, but the biggest difference between product network and what we do is, in product network and here, you put in the same time, the same energy, the same effort, and you build up there 30 customers. And the customer will leave to another cream or another juice or another something. But if you create here just 3 shops, and they bring you 1,000 customers, you will have 3,000 customers. And then you don't have to do anything. What will happen if you build up not just 3 shops, but you will build up 5 team members? What we're doing now. And everybody is signing up 3 shops. You have 15 shops. Times 1,000 is 15,000 cards. If you have 50 cents, it's 7,500 euro. What will happen if those 5 partners which you have built up that group, they would go away to another company. They stop doing Flexkom. They move. What will happen with your 15,000 customers? Nothing. Because Mrs. Bradford got that card from a shop, and she don't know that that shop is being signed through somebody who is doing direct sales in a company like Flexkom. She don't know. She's got the card. So that's the real thing that I'm saying. This can be a real passive or residual income for you by just 3 shops. And to do this, I'm not giving this for free to you. You must buy that license. If it's worth for you that you can work with this company to create an income of maybe 500 euros a month, it's again 6,000 euros for just investing an amount of 1,639, what will be going higher and higher. If you don't think that it's working, that's perfect. Because that's the reason that we do these meetings. Then we make a selection of those which we can work and which don't.